there, Dolly friends. I know you're anxiously awaiting to see how I created the exterior of Charlotte's cottage. I created a short video and I'll put a link there, and I'm working on editing the longer explanation of how I did it. But today we're going back to the mega dollhouse estate sale that I went to back in October. The woman who owned these items was an artist, a collector, a reseller, a teacher, among many other creative things. And she was there both times. She was there this time too. Imagine how happy I was when I got an email saying they were having another sale from the same estate that they had the sale in October. So a couple weeks ago, I went and found some more treasures. I was hoping to find some treasures I missed the first time around in October at lower prices. Not get much footage at all. It was crazy crowded there, and most of these items were in a small garage. Enjoy the short browse, and I'll meet you back in my parlor and show you the things I bought. I know that wasn't so much video, but it was so crowded there. It was really hard to take any video, and a lot of the stuff had already been picked through from the time before, but I did come home with some prizes. I'm gonna jump right in because I wanna get through it all because I don't wanna make 5 videos. So I'm gonna go quickly. So I bought this little tin there. It's a vintage tin, probably from the 90s. I like to keep things in tins. Do you like to do that? Let me know. These were just some little packets of desk supplies. I think these look like they might have actually been manufactured, or maybe they came as a little punch out. I'm not sure if this is just a plain thing or what, but there's a little calendar, some letters, and a blotter. And I love the colors on that. This was just another little packet of desk supplies and a cow. This one looks like someone made it to me. This one's a little older. The other one won't really work in my try-in because it's too new looking. And this, I'm guessing, is a little ink well. So cute. This was a little crate that was in there. I think it's resin. And at this estate sale, there was tons of fabric. But I just bought this piece of fabric. That was the only piece I bought. I had to force myself away from the lace and pieces, but I really like this. Would make some nice ticking or pillowcases. It's a little bit large for 1/12 scale, but I think it will work fine. I really like that pattern. A beautiful handmade signed wool braided rug. It's about, it's about 6 inches in diameter. Really beautiful. I love this. It's signed JC number 146. And a Beatrix Potter book. I couldn't pass this up. I paid for the items, I paid anywhere from 25 cents up to $5 for any given item. And, you know, the things that you would expect to be cheaper were cheaper, and the things that you would expect to be more were more. But really, overall, an amazing sale. Yeah, love the Beatrix Potter books, don't you? And this Mrs. Tiggy Winkle is one of my favorite stories. She's the one that does the little laundry, and little Lucy loses her Hankin and goes to chat with Miss Tiggy Winkle, who does all the neighbor laundry. I love, love, love this book. I did sit down. I was so excited when I got home and opened my little tin and sat on my sofa with my dog because no one was home, and I read it to her. And you know what? She didn't care. She didn't enjoy it. So I thought that was kind of rude, but you know, she's a German Shepherd, so. Yeah, here's another beautiful rug. This one's about 8 inches across by 4. This doesn't feel like wool to me, but look how pretty the back is. I really love the back of this rug. Do you ever use the reverse side of things because you like it better than the actual side? I do. And another rug. This is a big one. This one is, gosh, I'm so sorry I keep doing that. This one is about 8.5 by 6. Really nice. So this would be a nice large room rug. Beautiful colors. It looks brand new. Yeah, and the back is very nice too. So these are beautifully made pieces. This piece said that it was a piece of Victorian embroidery. So the price you see there was not the price it was marked. I think it was $1. The woman who owned these items, she used to resell some of her items in a shop, and so some things had those prices on them. But this is beautiful embroidery. Oh my gosh, the camera doesn't even do it justice. It's so beautiful. And there's the back of that. So I don't know, in a more regal doll's house than I have, this would make a nice wall tapestry or even bed covering. Really pretty. And then there were lots of crafting items that were just like, you know, 25, 50 cents. These pieces were cool. This would have made a great door in for the stove in my cottage, but it could also be a gate or a stove for a door for another stove or something like that. And then there's some Asian medallion type pieces in there also, which would be cool depending on what you're doing. Bag of those. I got a bag of these Lynx medallions. These are metal, and you could use it for a picture frame. You could use it if you were making, you know, a tray, a vanity tray, or a sink, the top of a sink. Many different things. I'll find a use for them, and there are different sizes in there. And these, we're all familiar with these. And these I liked where they were a little taller than some of the other ones I have. And I thought they would make a cute crown, maybe for a little doll's house doll. Gertrude, you know she would love a crown, right? And then this is a beautiful, well, I think it's beautiful. This is a painting that someone made. I don't think it's an actual painting, but it's made with the little, to look like there's little brush strokes on it. They're just some couple pieces of balsa wood. It's not signed or anything. And then it's, I don't know, embossed somehow. I'm not sure if lace was laid over it, or it's very lightweight. There's a little filigree there, and maybe this was some cording of some kind there. I think it's nicely done, and I really like it. And I will be hanging that up. I don't like the new hanging piece that's on there. Maybe this was replaced maybe it looks like they're two separate pieces. So anyway, I like that piece. This I just bought for myself. I'm trying to get rid of things like this, but I love Easter decor. That's my dog. You hear her little feet going tap, 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 tap. She's coming to sit in here with me. Anyway, I like the colors on it. They're not so pastel. They're richer, deeper colors, and I really like that for Easter decorations. And it has some kind of writing and stuff on it. I don't really know. It says 1992 there, and it says something here too. So I don't know. It just like was a little thing you could buy at a store, but I bought that for myself. Why? I don't know. And look at these. These are like little clips that you could put candles on your Christmas tree. I think that's what they're for. These could also be curtain clips that you could put the rod in there and then hang them through. That's probably what these are. But they're older and I really like them. I can use them in my home, but I can also use them for doll housing. You could break it apart here and use it for like a towel rack, or you could even use it for a front door or something like that. It's kind of large for that, but I'm sure I'll find a use for it. They're actually marked Germany. So these are older. Yeah, I got a whole bag of those. Those were just hiding somewhere. Before we get to the plastics, there were a few wooden pieces that I brought home. The first is this little record player. It's so cute. I absolutely love this. It's just so cute, and it wasn't till I took it out to show all of you that I realized it's a music box. So it's made by B.S. and Company, Original, Japan. And it's really cute. So you turn it here and it plays. I'll just do it once. So cute. So the pieces don't turn or move or anything like that, but it is still very, very cute. I love the look of it. And again, I paid for the furniture pieces. I paid anywhere from, for these pieces here, I paid between $2 and $5 a piece. And the rest of the furniture, the plastic furniture, when we get there, I paid between 50 cents and $2 a piece. So that, and then here is a little handmade wood shelf. It's really, really nicely made. All you can see in the piece on the top and on the bottom how that centerpiece is made to fit into a groove. I don't know if this was made from a kit or what, but look at the way the detail on the side pieces. It's just like a little curio shelf or bookshelf. I could see this in an office somewhere. It's very barrister looking. And I suspect there were drawers here, but they are no longer here. It's not signed, at least I didn't see any signature on it. I don't know if it was part of another piece, perhaps it was. And this piece is broken, and I suspect that's why no one bought it on the first day, because it's really sweet and really nicely made. There's a little bit of the detail, and the tin punch is just too cute. I mean, I suspect that was all done by hand. I'm not sure. There is a stamp on the bottom of this, and I will show you. So one of the hinges, and these are the type of hinges that are appropriate for doll's house furniture, which are very hard to find, and unfortunately I don't know where you find these. I almost wonder if they are made, handmade, and it's actually nailed in. Look at that, so sweet. So I will have to fix it. It's missing one of the hinges, which I obviously can't fix that. But I love that it has the lock like a real pie safe. You've seen furniture with these kinds of locks before, and to help keep the door closed. I love it. Let me open it for you so you can see the beautiful wood and how it's made. Really lovely. It is very dusty and dirty. So I'll have to take care of that, but I'll show you the marking on the bottom and you can tell me if you're familiar with this. This says two-door pie safe, number 5, 1993, Oldham Studio, California. And let me know if you know anything about it. You can see she had originally had this in her shop for $60, but I don't know, I don't have any idea what year that was, but really beautiful, love it. And I bought this table and chairs, which are so sweet. Now unfortunately there's only 3 chairs, but she had these marked at $34 a piece. That was her original shop sticker. So one signed 94, 95, and 96. So I don't know if it was part of a series that you could buy. I mean, they're definitely handmade, and they're signed BBE. The table signed 95. I do have a place for this table, but it's just really beautifully made. I love the color. It's pretty simple, but I like having things like this because then I can see how I might try to make something. I can kind of see how it's constructed and what I might do, because I really, especially with chairs, that's one of the things I need to try to work on. But I don't know where it is. So let's get on with the plastic. The first of the plastic things I'm going to show you are a set of stores by Plasticville, which was manufactured by Bachmann. It's a their history is very interesting. If you go on their website, I'll leave a link to it. They've been around since the 1830s, I think. In the 1940s, they started getting into the model train scene, and they started manufacturing Plasticville, these little snap together pieces that you could create for your model train village. And they still make Plasticville today. So I don't really know how old these are, when these were made, but anyway, mine are incomplete and broken and not in great condition. But a pair just like mine in poor condition sold for $8 online. So that gives you an idea about what they are, a few dollars a piece. But they have some that are still in packages. Anyway, it's an interesting company. So if you're into this, you can go online and look. You can even see this has like a little bit of detail on the building. And there would have been another window display here and here and here, and anyway, they're kind of cool. So you would set these up around your model train village, and they just have these simple lids and they snap together. So what I did at the estate sale was there was just a box of the rest of the plastic furniture that was left, and I told myself on that second day that I was gonna just go back and get it. And that's what I did. Anyway, I thought the Plasticville was really interesting and something I had never heard of, but they're kind of cute and you could use it in your own town. You don't have to be doing model trains. So the major companies that made plastic dolls house furniture in the mid-century were Plasco, Ideal, Renoir, and Marx. Those are the ones I know. I'm sure there were others too. Now these sell online anywhere from 50 cents to $8 a piece, depending what piece you have. And if you have, a whole room, that sells for a certain price. But if you break it down by piece, that's about what they sell. Some of the pieces I have here are Plasco. And like I said, I don't know anything about these companies. I did the most cursory research, but they mainly sold their pieces in the 50s and 60s. I kind of think of that as the plastics heyday, during World War II, when other materials were being used for the war effort, companies began making things out of plastic, and the American people liked it. They liked their plastic. It was convenient and inexpensive.
and less breakable than some other things. But as we all know, doll's house furniture in plastic is actually very breakable. It's very breakable. It becomes brittle and fragile and faded like this. I have a little product called Peak that I've used before on kitchen things to bring out some faded color, and I might try it and see if it brings out the color in some of these pieces. So here's a little sink. I believe that this is Plasco, but I'm not 100% sure. This piece was not marked, or I didn't notice a marking on it, but I think this is Plasco. And then here is another piece, which I also believe is Plasco as well. It's pretty faded. And then here's a little stool, which I also believe is Plasco because it seems to go along not only with the bathroom furniture, but with this coffee table. Here's a little coffee table, which is marked Plasco. I don't know if you can see it there. They actually have a really cute little logo, made in USA. And then this little table is also marked Plasco, and this needs to be re-glued. It looks like it's been re-glued a few times. And yeah, I thought I had some chairs too, but I don't know. I thought I had myself organized, but I never do. And then this is so cute. It's a little bathroom hamper, and it actually has the lid that opens, and it is marked Plasco on the back. And then these were not marked, but these are that like thick plastic. It's almost like a pre-resin type of plastic. And if you were a kid in the 70s, you know what I'm talking about. There were lots of things made out of this. Now this type of plastic, this is resilient. This is the resilient stuff. And I always kind of liked something about the texture of it and the feel of it. So they were taped together, so they're kind of sticky, but there's a little sweeper and a little dust mop, or, you know, maybe just a regular wet mop. And then this is just tub there. It's actually marked something. What is this? I don't know where it was made. Blue box toy. Not sure what that is. Does anyone know what that is? It's got several years of dirt on it, so my guess is that it's vintage. All right, and then moving right along. So there's Plasco. Now moving on to Ideal. Things are marked Ideal, and they also use the plastic molding process to create furniture, doll's house furniture in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and onward, I think. And one of the line that people are most familiar with is the Petite Princess fantasy furniture that came out in the 60s and was issued between 1964 and 1968. The company itself began in the early 1900s, and I think closed and sold to another company in 1984. Anyway, they made all kinds of stuff, including some of my favorite games from my childhood, like Mousetrap and Rubik's Cube in 1980, I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I think it came out in 1980. So here's a little table by Ideal. Yeah, these things are in their original dirty condition from the estate sale. Yeah, this is really cute. Little kitchen table or work table. It's got little drawers in it, like some of the tables did in the 1930s and 40s, the enamel tables. It reminded me of that. And I have two mangles. This one is incomplete. It should have this little black piece on the bottom. And oh, I was just looking at what one sold for. Shoot, I can't remember. I was just looking at it, but yeah, and they even sell parts online. I even see parts being sold for plastic doll's house furniture. So it's very popular. It's very popular. So these are cute little mangles. They don't have a handle, and I don't think they did have a handle. I don't know. Somebody write in and tell me. I know that there's some of you out there that know a lot more about the furniture than I do. So here's some little ideal hampers. Aren't they so cute? I think they're so cute. I love them. Ideal hamper. So she had them listed at $10 a piece, or at least $10 for the blue one. So cute. And these don't have the lid that opens like the Plasco one, but they're still very cute. So I have 2 of those, and I have this corner tub, which is very specific, but I don't know, if I ever get my little house, I might be able to use these pieces. And a lot of these pieces were made in the 3/4 style. You can see they're not quite as large as some other pieces, as a 1/12 scale. Just if you compare these tables, you can see the difference. So I love it. I love it. Very retro and very fun. So as much as I love the antique furniture and stuff, but I have to say I have big love for mid-century everything. So I love plastic things, especially red plastic things. All right, moving right along. I have only a few Marks pieces, but they're very cute, cool. And Marks, of course, is the company that made all those cool metal houses in the 50s and 60s, mostly. They also had a whole line of like Old West things, which I thought was really interesting. And they had a little hostess series. Anyway, so here, this is an unfortunate, this is unfortunate for this piece here, because whatever these are supposed to be, they've been glued on and they're not supposed to be on here. I don't know if I can use, maybe a heat gun to get them off, but I will certainly try. So this is, you can see there, I don't know if you can see there, it's an MAR in a circle with an X across it. So that stands for Marks. Yeah. So this is Marks, and then here's the little stool to go with it. So I'll have to see what I can do about those. And then check this out. Now this will be very cute when I clean it all up. It's a little chaise, and it's really cute. And the legs are good. It's in good condition. Yeah, really a cool piece there. And then here's another little vanity stool. My phone is about to run out of battery, and you can see the marking on the bottom. This one was marked Hong Kong, so that one came later. And this one has Donald Duck on it. This is a little nursery playpen, and this has an older logo on it for Marks. There, and then this says Mark's Table. So this must have been part of their Old West. Let's see if I can get it out. Kind of interesting. Yeah, really cool little table there. I like it. I'm gonna plow on. We are ready to do the Renoir. I'm gonna set it up. These are all the pieces I have. So there's a lot of duplicates, and the red table is unfortunately got some trouble, but we'll get to that. So Renoir, as far as I could tell from my brief search online, was around from about 1939 to about 1976. And they made their toys, including doll's house furniture from 1945 to 1958. Some of the older pieces were marked with letters like B for bedroom, D for dining room, and T for bathroom. There were also people like dolls, but I don't know really anything about them. And there were dolls' houses too, which I believe were manufactured by Renoir. So individual pieces sell for between $1 and $8 depending on how desirable or how common it is. And some of their pieces are also 1/16 scale, although these look even smaller. These look like half scale to me, so I'm not sure. So the first piece I found at the estate sale was this little doll in her basin here, and I almost left her there because I thought I wasn't planning to buy all the plastic furniture. I wasn't planning to buy any of the plastic furniture, but I couldn't leave her behind. She was the only one that I saw had a baby. She was in a different place from the other plastic furniture, and I went ahead and brought her home, and I liked that it said Alice. So when I went back and bought all the rest of it, there were 2 more basins there. There was a whole set that they made of the bassinets and a whole nursery with different names. I don't know if there were boys' names as well. I'm imagining that there were. This is a cradle, but it's missing the pieces that hold it up. So I just set it on the table here. Now this table, when I first pulled it out, I thought, oh, did I show the other table? Thinking that it was actually a Renoir piece. You can see is marked Renoir, and this one you can see is marked Ideal. The Renoir one is just a little bit larger, and the drawer is a little bit different on it. So I didn't look to see if any of my pieces had a letter marking. This one's marked K, so maybe it was for the kitchen. So maybe this is an older piece. And what that means, older piece, I'm not sure. So they had a number, and these are probably later pieces as part of the nursery. So they're little potty chairs. As you can see, they're cute. They could be used for high chairs too. Very cute. And then these little dressers or end tables, they're super tiny. So to me, these would be like a whole different set. So not sure. They are marked Renoir inside, so. And the hampers, something about these little hampers. Well, these have a little opening on them. Now they probably would have had a piece of cardboard or chipboard over the back, but that would be easy to replace, right? Oh, here's one here. This one actually has the original one. Oh, look, it's marked T for the bathroom. So I guess these are older. What did they say? I don't remember when. It says somewhere online like when they stopped marking them, so I'm not really sure. This one doesn't actually open. It's marked inside as well. So those are the pastel and baby things there in the little table. This is a little probably part of a school or something. I'm guessing there were more desks that went along. So this is kind of neat. Oh, look, there's even books in the desk and stuff. That's really cute. Yeah, that's interesting. And then this little table, this is brown. Sorry, I'm at that time of day now where the sun is coming right in here into my parlor. And this one says Renoir product made in the USA and Canada. This one's marked L with the number, so this is probably L for living room, I think. Yes, but this is a pretty tiny table, so I'm guessing that is more of a half scale or a 1/24 scale. And I'll save this for last because that was my favorite piece. Now I love red and yellow and bright 1950s stuff, but this poor set is a hot mess. Here's the chair. This seat keeps coming off, but that's an easy enough fix. But as you can see, the leg is broken. But you know, there's ways to fix stuff like that. I would probably fix it with wood, or I don't know, maybe a piece of scrap plastic. But look at the table. The table is it's hard to tell there, but it kind of slants downward. It's just warped. So I don't know if I could like actually heat it up and soften it, that I can twist it, or it looks like it might have been broken and glued in wrong, which is unfortunate because it's kind of a cool table. But you know, I'll try to repair it so that I can use it in a house that I'm going to be getting someday, right? Here is a radio, and it has like a little record player in it. Super cool. I really love that. And this one just says Renwall, and it has the number, so it doesn't have a letter on it. Really cool piece. I like that. But look at this cool piece, and I feel like I remember seeing this piece when I was there last time. So it's unfortunate because there were probably more pieces, but I only got these two. It's a little card table. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It has the little legs and opens and folds down just like a real card table. Just tape on stuff. I mean, how cute is that? There it is. So after some trial and error, I finally got it. Isn't that so cute? I totally love that. Well, that is all I have time for today because that was a super long video. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I hope if you have any information about any of these pieces that you will let me know what you like, or do you collect Renwall, or tell me all about mid-century dolls housing. I want to know. And don't forget to come back and visit me next time in the doll cupboard when I'm going to show you how I made the exterior of my cottage. I'm so happy with my cottage.
Come back and visit me next time.
Fit in with that. Blimey, I forgot my glasses. Oh. You know, for full disclosure, I can never do